Good morning, children. I'm very glad to welcome you all to this new academic year 2021-22. A warm welcome to my dear students and parents. It is my immense pleasure to teach you all once again with the new lessons and new thoughts to fulfill your dream to be the great citizens of India. I hope all of you are fine, children. I hope all of you are fine and safe at home and happy with your family. So today we all are safe, we are alive, we are healthy. That is just because by the grace of God. So it is our duty, it is our responsibility to thank God. So each and every day we must begin with the prayer, and for each and everything we must thank God. We should never forget that however busy we may be, we have to spend the time at least few minutes in prayer. We have to thank God because we are safe, we are healthy and we are alive today. Okay, children. So during the lockdown time, you might have spent the time in a different ways. So many things you might have done. Is it? Yes. You might have done some drawings. You might have played, you might have done some paintings, craft work, you might have watched TV, isn't it? Then even some of you might have attended some online summer classes also. Okay, somehow you have spent the time, even some of the time you might have wasted also, isn't it? Yes. So we should never waste our time. Okay, now you must be very serious about your studies. Your classes have started now. You must be punctual. Okay. You must be alert. You have to concentrate. More concentration towards studies. Okay. So you have in this year you have 2 textbooks, children. One main course. Then another one supplementary reader. 2 textbooks you have. And 1 grammar notes you will be having as you had grammar notes. Same way even this year also you will have grammar notes. And even the copywritings as usual you will be having two days in a week. You have to write only 2 days. You write 3 lines very neatly and clearly day by day. Your handwriting must improve, children. Your concentration must be towards handwriting. Okay. So before we start our new lessons, just we'll recall what you have learned last year. Briefly, we'll just recall. Okay, last year you have learned parts of speech. Yes, all of you remember. Do you remember how many parts of speech are there? Yes? Yes, there are 8 parts of speech. First one, noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So all these 8 parts of speech you have learned in detail. Each one you have learned in detail, isn't it? So you should never forget. It is very important. So your grammar book, don't just go here and there or don't just use it as a rough book. You have to keep your grammar book very safely. Okay, now just we'll recall. So what is a noun? What is a noun? Noun is a naming word. Noun is a naming word. All of you know that. Yes. Around us, so many objects are there, isn't it? So each and every object, each and everything, isn't it? Each and every person, place, all of them they have their names. Yes or no? Yes. So noun is what? It is the name. Naming word. Names of the person, place, things, animals, birds, vegetables, all these have their names, isn't it? Okay, so you have to remember that noun is a naming word. And even you learned last year the types of noun, isn't it? So which are the types of noun? How many types of nouns are there? Yes. So first one is proper noun. Second one, common noun. Third one, collective noun. Fourth one, material noun. And fifth one is an abstract noun. So we'll just see what is proper noun. What I said, proper noun. Do you remember? Yes. Proper noun is the name of a particular person or particular place. So each and every one of you have your own name, particular name you have. Each and every place is having a particular name. So a proper noun is the name of a particular person or place. So here you also have to remember that proper noun always starts with capital letter. So what is a proper noun? Proper noun is the name of a particular person or place and always starts with the capital letter. Somebody will ask you to write the name, your name or others' name. So you have to start with the capital letter. In between the sentence, you will start the sentence with capital letter. And in between, if you get a name or name of the place you have to write, don't write in a small letter. There you have to write capital letter. That you have to remember. Then, second one. Second one is what? Second one is common noun. Common noun. What is common noun? Now I said proper noun means each and every one you have your own name. Isn't it? Particular name you have. In general, the word used to indicate the name in general is called common noun. Now I say boys, a girl, man, woman, bird, tree. All these are common noun. Each and every person is having particular name. But in general I will say boys, girls, man, woman, like that, isn't it? So, common noun is a common noun. Collective noun. What is collective? Collection means what? Collecting. Collection, it is a collection of similar things. It is the name given to a group of similar things. Okay, persons or animals or whatever it is. It is the name given to a group of similar things. Example, swarm of bees, bunch of grapes, pack of wolves. Like this, so many collective nouns I gave you last year. I hope you recall all that. Okay, then fourth one is material noun. Material means you know, isn't it? Substance or matter. It is the name. Material noun is the name of a substance or matter. It's called as material noun. Example, plastic, wood, iron. All these are material nouns. Then fifth one is abstract noun. An abstract noun. What is this, an abstract noun? So now I am saying I am feeling very hungry. Can you see that hungry? Can you see it? No. I am feeling that. It is my feeling. I say I am feeling very happy. Happy. Can you see that happy? No. We can express our happiness so many ways. You clap, you laugh, you jump, you dance. There are so many ways to express our happiness. Isn't it? Sorrow. Or you will say, I feel so kind to her. Kind. So, an abstract noun is what? It is the name of a quality or feelings. Names of the qualities or feeling. We say he is an honest boy. Honest is what? It is the name of the quality. Kindness. It is the name of the quality. Some feelings we have, isn't it? The names of the feelings and qualities are called an abstract noun. I hope you remember, children. So noun is a naming word. There are 5 types: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, and abstract noun. You have discussed last year 8 parts of speech, isn't it? Which is the next one? Which is the next one? So next one is pronoun. Pronoun. So what is a pronoun? Pronoun is a word used in the place of noun. So now you want to write something about Sheila. Sheila is a hardworking girl. Sheila is an intelligent girl. Sheila is a very good girl. Like that. Now you want to write a paragraph about that girl. So when you are writing about her, in each and every sentence, you don't need to write Sheila, Sheila. So what you have to do? Instead of Sheila, once you have to begin the sentence, okay, Sheila is a good girl. Then continuously what you have to write? What you can write in the place of name. Instead of writing Sheila, you can write there she. If it is a boy's name, you write he. Okay, so what you have written there, he or she, all these are pronouns. I, me, mine, you, we, myself, yourself, himself. All these are pronouns you learned last year, isn't it? So next one is verb. Then what is a verb? You remember? Verb. Yes. Verb is an action word. What is a verb? Verb is an action word. So many actions we do, isn't it? Eating, drinking, jumping, sleeping, dancing. So many things we do every day, isn't it? So what is the verb? Verb is an action word. So under that also you learn transitive and intransitive verb. Yes children, I hope you recall, you remember what all you learnt last year. So afterwards what you have to do after the class? So what you have to do children? You just take out your grammar book and once you go through everything, you cannot go through, at least the definition and few examples. I want each and every one of you to be thorough with the definitions of all the parts of speech with examples. Okay children, and in English it is very important. Reading is also very important. You have to read the lesson every day. Okay, at least one paragraph you read, 2-3 times you read. Anyway you are finding any difficult words you are not able to read, you can ask me, you can take my help children. Okay, so reading is also important. At the same time, talking. Okay, might have forgotten to talk in English? No, I know you all are very good children. You talk very nicely in English and you have to improve in talking and reading and in each and everything you have to improve. And this year you have to prove yourself that you are what? You are very smart, intelligent and you can score very good marks. Yes children? Okay. See you in the next class children. Bye.